Alright, people. So I'm here with your top 10 WWE rivalries. This was a requested video by XL Space Galley X on YouTube. And what I'm saying by rivalries is, I guess, I'm considering this meaning feuds in the WWE. So, the list here is all recent feuds too. Only the feuds that I've seen when I've basically been watching WWE as like a legitimate fan. And this list it's kind of out of order too, so don't take it with a grain of salt when I say, oh, this is number 10 and this is number 1, alright? Because there's so many feuds and shit that it's hard to even rank them or, take a legitimate list because there's just so many. So, I don't even feel like ranking them really, but here's 10 that I thought of off the top of my head first. 10, Sami Zayn and Cesaro. I mean, two great matches there in NXT. Fucking awesome moves. 9, Lesnar versus Cena. Nice to see Lesnar kick Cena's ass there at SummerSlam. He also did kick his ass at fucking Extreme Rules, but Lesnar lost, unfortunately. I thought, back then I was kind of more of a mark, but I mean, looking back at it, would it have been better to see fucking Lesnar win? But I mean, it was still cool how Lesnar fucking beat down Cena at SummerSlam. Number 8, and this goes to the recent one here at WrestleMania, NWO versus DX. Very cool seeing NWO and DX confront each other, fight, and just all the shit that went on there was cool. 7, Lesnar versus Punk. You had Punk, the former Paul Heyman guy, Lesnar, the current. I mean, and they really combined together to put on a great fucking match there. Fucking, what was it? SummerSlam 2013, I believe, or 2014, whatever. 2013. But yeah, Punk and Lesnar, definitely two good wrestlers, combined to put on a great match. 6, Shield versus Wyatt's. Again, just a 3-on-3 match of like two of the biggest tag teams at the time. And it was just very cool to see him go back and forth. Had a lot of cool moves in there too. Not only was it great wrestling, but it was great storyline telling too, where you had the Wyatts, the versus the Shield. Number 5, and what I mean by storytelling, I guess, is top two teams. You don't get much better than that. 5, Bryan versus Cena. Very cool to see Bryan fucking beat Cena for the belt there and take it. The only thing that they fucked up is by giving what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, giving the belt the fuck. I'm very tired, so my memory's fucked up right now. But by giving the belt to Orton, fucking that was a shitty ass move. Number 4, Shield versus Evolution. They combined to put on two very awesome matches there. A lot of cool moments. I remember Seth Rollins jumped off the Titantron or whatever. That was really cool. 3, Authority versus Team Cena. Very cool to see the Authority lose. That was a very good match there. Ziggler got his moment. Too bad they didn't go with it and give him more opportunities. 2, Bryan versus Triple H. And not only the match, but I guess the whole storyline, whatever. Very cool to see Triple H, or Triple H. Yeah, Triple H. I'm telling you, people, I'm so tired right now. I don't think I've ever had this, but I keep fucking up here. But yeah, you had fucking Triple H. Let's just start over here. Triple H versus Daniel Bryan. You had Triple H, fucking putting over fucking Bryan at WrestleMania. Doesn't get any better than that, really. The match was awesome. Very good match. And it was just cool to see Bryan finally succeed over Triple H. And the last one, Cena versus Punk. Put on a lot of memorable matches and moments. The pile driver moment, that's a moment that I will look back at. It's a cool moment, kind of just defying authority. And that match altogether was a very, very good match. And yeah, I mean, Cena and Punk both put on a lot of matches here in WWE together, and they're highly respected too, matches, and they're looked at as pretty good matches. So there you go, people. That are your top 10 rivalries in WWE.